Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We love to share stories that will keep our viewers safe and well informed, and no one does that better than Rich Woodruff, Director of Communications for the Utah Red Cross. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning. Great to be here.
I love it when you stop by because you always tell us not only some really incredibly helpful tips and tricks to keep our own family safe, but share some really wonderful stories about the results of all of the Red Cross's efforts.
Yeah.
So I want to kick off with this fire campaign.
Okay, yeah, about 2.5 years ago, we launched a campaign called the Home Fire Campaign. And the reason is because deaths from home fires, about 7 a day, and that has been a
7 a day?
7 a day nationally, and it's kind of a stagnant number. So we partnered with fire and said, okay, if you install smoke alarms, it cuts the risk by 50%. So we said, let's launch a program, and our goal is to reduce deaths from home fires by 25%. And over time, it's working. To date, we've installed well over 660,000 smoke alarms.
660,000.
And we've tracked results over 215 lives saved. Part of the plan, it's not just the smoke alarm, but it's the education that goes with it.
Okay.
And this is what you do when you meet with the family is you draft an escape plan.
Right.
And you rehearse it. So you've got different routes. Most people may not realize in a home fire you have less than 2 minutes to escape, especially in the middle of the night when a lot of them occur.
And you never know what staircase might be blocked or what door might, you need to have some options.
And your children, they need to know so there's not panic. So you draft a plan, you give preparedness information, you install up to 3 smoke alarms per household. And in Utah, to date, we've installed, last count, probably about 8,000.
8,000 just in the state?
Yeah, just in Utah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you've got some tangible results about who was saved. You said over 250 lives saved from the national campaign. These are not your typical smoke alarms, though. These are not, like I was joking with you, me in the middle of the night up with a broom saying, why is it beeping and why are the batteries out? These last an exceptionally long time. Yeah,
these are great. Latest technology, and these are donated and purchased because of the generosity of donors. But Kitty, I believe, is the company, and they're 10-year smoke alarms.
And these are free. You install those for free.
Yeah, they are. And it makes a huge difference. A lot of people see it as a want, not a need, but it really is a need. And so, we just want to make our community safer.
And just make people aware of it, just reminding people that this is an important part of their home life.
Yes, home fires. The Red Cross responds to over 70,000 disasters a year, and most of them are home fires.
Really?
Yeah, in Utah, about every 2 to 3 days.
Oh my goodness.
Especially in the winter months, it can spike a little bit. In some markets like Kansas City, St. Louis, it's 5 or 6 a day.
So so for people that want more information or to have one of those brought to their home, how do they find out?
Go to our website, redcross.org/Utah. You'll be able to see a link to home fire preparedness, and there'll be some contact info in there, and we can take care of you.
Another thing Red Cross does is highlight some heroes within the community that have done good deeds. And this was obviously a national event, but this was right in Colville. There was a man, Keenan Pearson. Is that right?
Yes, Keenan, they're localized. It was a statewide event, and they do happen at various times around the country, and usually in Red Cross month, which is March. But we nominate heroes through the year. We find these stories that surface, and Keenan was usually in the news. He was coming up. He worked in Sugar House. He was on his way home, and unfortunately, there was a tragic accident. A woman had gone off the road, and he stopped to help her. And in the process, it was bad conditions, and another car came barreling down and was headed for this woman. They were trying to escape. He pushed her out of the way, literally saved her life, but it cost him a leg. And he's just the greatest, very humble. He doesn't consider himself a hero. He says, well, anybody would do that. And
I assure you anybody would not.
So he was honored, and we had about 10 honorees. The governor was there. It's just a great event. It's the only big fundraiser we do every year. So throughout the year, we look for the hero stories, we nominate, and then we celebrate them in March or April. So it's a great event.
To celebrate stories like that. We hear so many things in the media that are negative, or people not necessarily treating each other as kindly as we would like. So it's so great to hear stories about people doing the right thing and then clearly going above and beyond.
Yeah, we like to say ordinary people that do extraordinary things, and most of them, they don't consider themselves heroes.
Isn't that interesting? The people
Yeah.
that do the most extraordinary things are usually the most humble and the ones that want the least amount of recognition for what they do.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great event. We always enjoy it.
What a fantastic event. All right. Well, for people that want more of their home fire safety, they can go onto American Red Cross's website and come up with a plan. Obviously, we talk about discussing it with your kids, discussing it with your family, and making sure everyone's aware of the plan. Because as you said, tangible results, over 250 lives saved just from this program.
You know, I want to mention too that we have an app. It's a home fire app. We have emergency apps. They give you great preparedness information, information during, what to do afterwards. So it's a great resource. They're free, and we had a lot of downloads of those. So again, that's something that you might want to put
Just
in
another
your,
resource from the American Red Cross.
Yeah, yeah. Preparedness. That's
preparedness.
kind of in our DNA, I guess you'd say.
Know before you go. It'll make the problem a little bit easier if it ever does
Don't delay,
arise.
prepare today.
Oh, Rich, you're full of them today. I love this. Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, thank you. It's
always
fun
great
to come
information.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, we are going to wrap up today's edition of the Mountain Morning Show. I encourage all of you to go onto Utah's American Red Cross website and see all of the different tips that they have to keep you and your loved ones safe. For those of you that are not ready to get rid of the endless winter, more snow is coming throughout the week, so if you put the boots away, drag them back out, because Snowbird has about 2 feet of snow waiting for you to go and play. On behalf of Joe and myself and everyone here at Park City Television, have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow.